A very good morning, dear children. Jai Swaminarayan. So, welcome back to Atmiya Green School, Jadeshwar branch. Today is 7th of July and this is your English class. So, children, now in the last class we had done a story based on the life of Albert Einstein, a truly beautiful mind. Now, let's begin with a new poem, and the name of the poem is The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. Okay, so before we begin with the poem, let's watch a beautiful video where the poem has been narrated in a beautiful lyrical form, and also let's listen to the song. Now this poem is a lyrical poem, so before we go ahead with the poem, let's watch the video, and I hope you will all enjoy the video. So let's see the video clip.
Of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear the water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway, or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core.
I hope you all liked the video, children. So this beautiful lyrical poem was written by William Butler Yeats, who was an Irish poet and one of the foremost figure of the 20th century. He was born on 13th June 1865 and died on 28th January 1939. Now, in December 1923, Yeats was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Literature for his always inspiring poetry. He is generally considered as one of the 20th century's popular English poets. He was a symbolic poet because he used elusive imagery and symbolic structures throughout his career. His some of well-known writings are A Prayer for My Daughter, Among School Children, Leda and the Swan, The Stolen Child, When You Are Old, The Second Comings, and many more. Now let's see what is the central idea of the poem and what does the poet wants us to know. So the central idea of the poem is this poem reflects on the tranquility of life. In fact, living in a cottage is quite different from fast and hectic life. We can enjoy nature when there is a peace of mind, but real peace is impossible in a city. We can always find it in a solitary place only. So now the present situation which we are going through, children, the pandemic situation, now you might have seen that most of the people have gone to their villages or to the native place where they will get peace of mind. They are away from the city. Okay, so we find real peace of mind when we enjoy the nature. So that is the peace of mind where we get. So the central idea of the poem is the same. That means to find peace of mind in a solitary place. So now let's see what is the theme of the poem. Now let's begin. The theme of the poem is, the poet says that he is going to Innisfree, an island in Ireland. So Innisfree is a place, it is an island in Ireland, and he wants to go there and he wants to move away from the city and to build a small and simple hut on this island. He will also have 9 bean rows and a honey bee hive. He wants to live alone in peace with nature. He wants to enjoy the nature. He wants to achieve the real peace of mind. He has the desire to enjoy the slow pace of countryside living. Countryside means village. Okay. At last, the poet speaks that every night he hears the lake water lapping against the shore. Even though he lives in a city with the crowded roads, he is drawn to the rural sounds of Innisfree. The poet is attracted to the sounds and by rustling trees. Of course, he has the desire to keep himself aloof from the bustling sounds of buses from some time. So when you are in the city, you also see that there is lots of noise pollution, air pollution, and you do not get the peace of mind. You do not feel peaceful. So that's the reason why the poet wanted to go away from the city and live in this island, away from everything. He wants to build a small hut where he'll have 9 bean rows and honeybee hive. He wants to enjoy the nature. He wants to listen to the sound of the lake, the water lapping against the shore. Okay, and he wants to be away from the crowded roads and he wants to enjoy the life in a rural place in the sounds of Innisfree. And why is it so? Because the poet is attracted to the sounds. He is attracted to the sounds of the rustling trees. He is attracted to the sounds of the water lapping against the shore, and he has the desire to keep himself aloof from the bustling sound of buses from some time. Okay, so this was the theme of the poem. Now, let's move ahead. Now, the first stanza. I'll arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there of clay and waffles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, and a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. Now you can see in the left hand corner the word meanings have been given. Arise means to get ready, get up. Cabin means a small cottage. Waffles means twisted sticks for making fences wall. 9 bean rows means 9 rows of bean plants. Hive, box in which bees are buzzing. Bee, loud, echoing with the buzzing sound of bees. Glade means clearing, open space. So, we'll begin with the first stanza. I'll repeat the first stanza again. Now you can see I have underlined the words and the word meanings have been given in the left hand corner. I'll arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and waffles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. So, the explanation of the first stanza goes like this. I'll arise and go now and go to Innisfree. The poet states his determination to instantly get up and set out for the island of Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and waffles made. He says he plans to build a small cottage of clay and twisted twigs to live in. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee. He also plans to build a small cottage of clay and twisted twigs to live in. He also proposes to plant 9 rows of beans for his own consumption. And he also says that he will hive a swarm of honeybees for honey and live alone in the bee loud glade. And thus he will live there alone in the cottage with the surrounding open space echoing loudly with the buzzing sound of the honey bees. So this was the explanation of the first stanza. I'll arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and waffles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. Now let's move to the second stanza. The second stanza goes like this. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnights all glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wing. Now you can see I have underlined some words over there, and again on the left hand side you can see the meaning of the words. Peace means calm. Veil means thin cloth covering something. Cricket, a chirping insect, it's a kind of an insect. Glimmer, shine faintly. Glow, soft light. Linnet, a small brown bird with a short beak. Okay, so here in India we can see the sparrows. So it's a kind of same kind of bird, a small brown bird with a small beak. Okay, so this is the stanza 2. I'll repeat the stanza again. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. There's midnight's all glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings.